Hello beautiful people of the world, I hope you're all doing really well. Thank you so much for joining me today here on Lumiere Tarot. My name is Clair Summer. Today's pick a card reading is, especially for singles, you have voted for it on my channel, and it's a singles reading, and it's for those of you who are single who want to know where love is. So if you are struggling to manifest love into your life, then this reading is for you. So we're going to be looking at advice from Spirit as to what blocks there are which are blocking your a relationship or your true love from coming in to you. So this isn't sort of blocks to love if you are looking to, if you've already got somebody in mind and you are looking to come into union for them. I can do a different reading, a separate reading for that if you are interested in that. So that would be sort of messages from Spirit regarding blocks to union with your person. Having said that, this may still resonate with you, so you may want to give it a go and just see what comes up for you. So you may find that it still resonates, but it's particularly for singles who are struggling to find love. So this is a reading just for you. We're going to take a look and see if there are any energetic blocks which are stopping love from coming in to your life. All right, I will just put out a trigger warning when we're talking about these things, when we are reflecting on ourselves in this way. It can be a little bit triggering, so I will just put that out there before we start the reading. I'm going to insert an overhead shot. We've got 3 groups for you today. I ask that you choose from your intuition to guide you as to which of the 3 groups is going to be the group that resonates with you the most in your situation today. I'm really excited about doing this reading. When I did the pre-meditation, I've just got a lot of excited energy about it, so I'm interested to find out why that is and what's going to come out in the reading today. But make your selection, listen to your quiet inner voice. While you do that, I will just let you know that my beautiful book, Attract Soulmate Love, is available through my website. It's all for coming into right alignment with your beloved, calling that special person into your life. And people have been saying that they've been getting amazing results with that. I get great feedback on that book every single day, and I have written it from the heart. So if that resonates with you, do check that out. But I'm looking forward to doing this reading. Make your selection. You can always pause the video if you need to, but I will see you in a moment. Hey everybody, welcome to your reading, everyone who picked group number 1. It is lovely to see you today. Just a quick thank you to my Lumies, everyone who has shared, liked and subscribed. It's very sweet of you to show your love and support in this way. And also thank you to everyone who has donated through the energetic exchange. It's very sweet of you to show me a bit of love and gratitude. All right, let's take a look at your reading today and see what messages we have from Spirit regarding your situation. Hierophant in reverse, the Devil, Queen of Swords. Okay, I see where this is going. Page of Swords, 5 of Pentacles in the middle of your reading, 10 of Pentacles, Magician energy here, 2 of Swords, and Hanged Man. Okay. I see. So Capricorn's energy is represented here, as well as Taurian energy as well, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. So that may resonate with you, but don't worry too much if it doesn't. So this is an interesting combo that we've got here with the Hierophant, the Devil and the Queen of Swords. I see that perhaps you have been hurt in the past by somebody who wasn't making you a priority in their life. I feel like those of you in group 1 have been burned in the past emotionally by a connection that you had. I see this really clearly. I think it's something that you had high hopes for. I think for some of you, it may have been more of an infatuation than love, although infatuation can feel very intense and strong. I feel that for some of you it may be, on reflection, more of an infatuation than true love, because true love feels like coming home. It doesn't feel like a lot of drama. I feel like this was quite a dramatic connection, or it ended in a dramatic way. I feel that this person may have been a little bit unhealthy or toxic. I feel that this person who hurt you was somebody who wasn't capable of the depth of love and the depth of feeling that you are capable of and that you want in a relationship. So this is somebody, I feel like you poured a lot of love into them and you have this beautiful heart and this beautiful love to give. But what I sense is that I feel like you felt like your love could heal them, or that if they could only connect to your love, or if they could only feel your love, then they would understand and they will be able to reciprocate that. But what I'm seeing here is this was a connection which wasn't a 50-50 relationship and wasn't reciprocated in the way that you would have liked. Now this is because this person wasn't capable of loving and connecting at that level, and that was their soul's journey to do that. So one of the important things when we are looking for love is to find somebody who is emotionally available, and to find someone who is on the same level as us, who has that capacity to be able to love at that level. And I think this is one of the greatest lessons in our lives when we are looking for love. I think this should be taught in schools, really, if I'm honest, is that not everybody is available for a relationship. Not everybody is available to connect at that level, at that deep level. Not everyone is able to accept love. You know, sometimes people feel unworthy of this person, you know, of that sort of depth of feeling. I feel that this person who you were with may have had addiction problems. They may have been addicted to gaming, or to being a player, or to maybe recreational drugs or alcohol, just something a little bit unhealthy there that they may have been. I think that they like to keep you in the game, like they would draw you back in a little bit. I think maybe you feel like you've wasted time on this connection or with this person, because ultimately with the Hierophant in the reverse, they just weren't committed to you. Maybe they were committed to playing games, maybe they were committed to their own agenda, but I don't see them being committed to you. And the thing with this situation that I'm seeing in this reading, it's quite a specific message, if it's resonating with you, is we've got this Queen of Swords energy. So I do feel like this has caused you to shut down a little bit. Maybe you asserted a boundary in the end, and that's good, but maybe in doing so, in closing yourself off to this unhealthy connection, maybe you have closed yourself energetically off to healthy connections or other possibilities. Maybe you are closed off to other possibilities because you're still hanging on by a thread to this old connection. Maybe you're thinking there's no one who's going to make me feel like this, or I don't meet anybody who I am as attracted to as I was attracted to this person. And that may be casting a shadow over your life now energetically, and stopping love from coming into you, if this is resonating with you, if this is your message. So it may be that for some of you this has made you a little bit fierce. Maybe for some of you, you've started to wear your boundaries on the outside. Now it's good to have solid boundaries on the inside, because that stops us from being a doormat and it stops us from putting up with nonsense. But some of us can, and I know that this has been me in the past, can take that too far and then end up being fierce, and we wear our boundaries on the outside, and that can look like bitterness. It can look like coldness. So we're not warm, we're not open to somebody. So that may resonate with you a little bit. With you. So learning how to discern boundaries on the inside between boundaries on the outside is helpful. It may be that you are resonating with that energy of being a little bit cutting. You know, maybe when you're with your girlfriends, you make jokes about men or women, or vice versa, however it is that you resonate with this. Maybe you're just sort of making jokes about people and being a little bit disrespectful, because it's helping you to process some of this stuff that you've been through. But I definitely feel like you've been through a journey, and that it has left you hurt and left you a little bit guarded to people. Maybe sometimes you don't give people the time of day. Maybe sometimes you don't give people a chance because of this situation. But I see that you are going to have a realization with this Page of Swords that this isn't in your highest and greatest good. This isn't helping you to become your greatest version, because what it's doing is isolating you. I feel like maybe as a result of this situation, you're isolating yourself a little bit. Maybe there's a conflict of interest here whereby you say that you want to find love, oh yeah, I want to find love, I want to meet the one, but there's something in your energy frequency or some limiting beliefs or some negative patterns which are going against that and are contradicting your desire. So maybe your actions or your beliefs are contradicting your deep desire to find love. So maybe that is resonating with you. That is very, very common. We all do that in different areas of our lives. So, but ultimately, I just feel like your pain from the past and your fear, and this is completely understandable, and my heart goes out to you, is keeping you a little bit isolated. Like you've just protected your heart, put up a little heart wall to protect yourself. But ultimately, it isn't bringing you any happiness, and it's keeping you isolated. Spirit is also saying that you need to get out more. If you are getting out, then maybe you need to go places where you are more likely to meet somebody who you've got stuff in common with, or meet somebody who is also single and looking for a romantic connection. So maybe if you are a woman looking for a man, but you're always going to yoga classes that are full of women, you may not meet a guy there, for instance, just as an example. So if you can just sort of see what I'm getting at. So the thing that's keeping you, what you're keeping isolated from, is this beautiful, fulfilling experience with this Ten of Pentacles. This is what you, I think you're having this realization that you're isolating yourself from your greater good. So maybe you're isolating yourself from invitations to hang out with people a little bit. So Spirit's really saying yes to these things. Say yes. If you get invited to something, make it a year of yes for you in 2020. Say yes to going out to things, to weddings and barbecues and things like this. Also, I'm sensing that for some of you, you may get this feeling that you're like, oh, I'm always on my own. I'm always the one that goes out with a group of friends, and I'm the only one who doesn't have a date, and I'm the only one who doesn't have a date to the wedding, or to this event, or whatever, or to the festival, whatever's going on. So don't dwell too much in that energy. Just know that you are an amazing person. Know that you are completely good enough on your own. I see that here actually, just as an understanding of knowing that you can fill up your own cup, you can be okay on your own, and you can find fulfillment in that which makes you more magnetic to other people. Because when you genuinely feel okay, this is when you start to manifest good stuff into your life. So this, I'm seeing really powerful transformation coming in for you in this reading. I see this beautiful transformation. I see the ability for you to manifest what it is that you want, because we live in a mirror hologram. So we think that we get what we think about. This is what's taught to us in the law of attraction, but actually we get what we are. So we get what we are resonating with. And I think you're going to get this understanding, this truth coming in to you of kind of how, you know, that's going to resonate with you over the next few weeks or months. And it is going to help you to understand about changing your own inner vibration to attract good things in your life. Because what we have here, and this is really interesting what I'm looking at, if you can see it, so we've got Magician, we've got the beautiful Hanged Man. Now both of these cards are about transformation. Magician is about transforming. The Magician is saying you have everything that you need already. If you think that you don't, think again. You have all the ingredients that you need. You don't need to be slimmer. You don't need to be fitter. You don't need to be hotter. You don't need to, I don't know, whatever it is that's in your brain that says, I'm not good enough. You are good enough. Magician is saying this to you now. You are good enough right now. Comment that down below. I am enough. I am enough. All right. So you don't need to be exceptional or extraordinary to be loved. What you are right now watching this video is enough. That is a realization coming up for you. So we have this card of transformation. We have the beautiful Hanged Man, which is an energy of transformation. Now, when I was learning the tarot, this was introduced to me as the symbol of a chrysalis, right? This is transformation, a chrysalis, the caterpillar going in and emerging as a butterfly. And what we have in the middle is the Two of Swords. this girl, she's protecting her heart space. She's literally holding something over her heart, like we were talking about earlier in the reading. But one of her swords is pointing towards the Magician, and one of her swords is pointing to the Hanged Man. Both of her swords now, the two things that she's holding up in front of her to protect herself, are pointing towards transformation. So this is an inner transformation that you experience within yourself. And when this happens, when you get this download, when you get this shift, maybe you're getting it right now as you're watching this video, maybe you'll get it through a dream tonight, maybe it will come in the next few weeks for you, but there's going to be a shift in your energy. I feel it. Oh my goodness, it is powerful. Look at her swords. They are both pointing towards transformation. And then you can leave this loneliness, this emptiness behind, and join in with life again. Say yes to invitations. Say yes to the people who want to date you. Say yes to love of all kinds in every aspect of your life. Maybe you need to connect with your family or your soul tribe. Just be, or your friends, just be where there is love, and more love will grow in your life. I hope this makes sense to you. I hope I'm not being too fierce. But I think it's really beautiful. So I see her being able to let her guard down, to open her heart space and let this transformation in. And then to see things differently, because the outcome of your reading is this ability to see things differently, a shift in perspective, in perception of things. Oh yes, I thought I was doing really well. I thought I was doing my self-care, but yeah, I am frightened to be vulnerable again. Maybe that's the realization. Whatever it is that's resonating with you, you have the realization, and then you can move forward with grace and with power. All right, let's take a look at your oracle card. Sorry, I'm just a bit taken aback. I don't know what to say. We have the card True Love from the Wild Offering Oracle deck. You'll know this is one of my favorite decks because the watercolor images are so beautiful. And so that says True Love. And then we also have the card True Love from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. I'm a bit astonished. I cannot make it up. So, oh, I feel like I'm going to cry. This is so beautiful. This card says, this love is once in a lifetime. So as a result of this shift in perception, you have access to true love in your life, a once in a lifetime love. Your wholeness lie within, not from a partner, it says. Let me stand on my own feet and know true love. So this is so we were talking about the mirror hologram. As above, so below. As we love ourselves, as we connect to love in our heart centers, in our heart chakras, we shine love out into the world, and love cannot help but be drawn to us. We also have the beautiful card Lumiere from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. This is really interesting. So Lumiere is like a mythical land, a paradise, a utopia. So this is just about creating heaven on earth. It's just saying to me, it's just about good feeling experiences, as being able to sort of shift into, this is about higher vibrations actually, shifting through this magician energy into higher vibration and being able to experience something which feels really good, something where you are able to share and resonate on the same level in this loving connection, which I see coming in for you. And we have the beautiful card, and it says happy, happy on it. Happy, happy. Not just happy, happy, happy. And this is from the Wisdom Oracle, which I am loving working with so much. I'm so glad I got it because it just gives me such great insight every single time. So the girl on this is holding balloons. She looks like she's at a party, but she's standing on a lock, right? It's like she's found the key to her happiness. She has found the key to letting this nonsense go, to letting this old stuff go that is no longer serving you. That is the key. She's got balloons that she's holding in her hands. She's letting those go. She's letting it all go, and she feels lighter. She feels like dancing. Okay, she's found the key to her happiness, and her happiness lies in letting go of what no longer serves her, which isn't, you know, maybe the belief was the key to my happiness is to protect myself with these boundaries, this fierceness. But maybe it isn't. Maybe the key to the happiness and the key to this extraordinary true love that is coming in is self-love, is forgiveness, and is letting go of what is no longer serving you. All right? Whoops. My phone is ringing. I'm really sorry. I thought it was switched off and now it isn't. And you probably can't even hear me. Right, I'm going to switch it off. Wait, sorry about that. I was really in the zone and yeah, but that's life, isn't it? That's life, real life. So yes, happiness for you. I see true love coming in. I see a transformation coming in, and I see you finding the key to your happiness. And once you have found that, you will never forget it. It will be in you. When we have a shift like this, a transformation that we were talking about, that's part of your own evolution, and that stays with you. It can't be forgotten. It can't be left behind. So I see a raise in vibration, which makes a difference for you. Okay, this is such a positive reading. I hope it resonates with you. So yeah, share with me your experiences, share this video, and if you feel called to, check out my beautiful book, Attract Soulmate Love. So many people out there getting amazing results with this, people writing to me every single day, just letting me know how it has helped them. It's got spiritual advice and practical advice for coming into right alignment with your beloved. So do check that out, but have an amazing week. You're always in my thoughts. I'm sending you lots and lots of love, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye bye. Welcome to your reading, everyone who picked group number 2. This is your reading. We're going to take a look at the messages from Spirit and see what it is that's blocking love from coming into you, and if there is somebody on the horizon for you. Okay, just quickly, thank you to my Lumies. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed and shared and liked. It's so sweet of you to just engage in this community of people all over the world. I am just always blown away by the connections I make with people in really what I consider to be exotic places. So when people write to me from Costa Rica or Azerbaijan or something like this, I'm just like, sometimes I have to, like, you know, Google it and find out, I'm like, where is this, you know? So yeah, it's super exciting. So hello to you, everyone who's in Costa Rica or wherever you are in the world. It's very beautiful. So yes, let's take a look at your cards. I'm going to start with your tarot today. 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords, Magician in reverse, 8 of Swords, King of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Strength, Hanged Man, Chariot. So I see Leo's energy represented here very strongly, or also Cancer's energy represented here, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. That may resonate with you, but if it doesn't, just don't worry about it too much. So this is interesting, isn't it? 5 of Pentacles to the 3 of Swords. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who has been hurt in the past. Somebody who was, maybe you were rejected, maybe you were rejected by your crush, maybe you were completely heartbroken, maybe you had a relationship breakdown and somebody left you out in the cold. Definitely sense this energy of rejection here. And just maybe a bad breakup, something like this, or somebody who just wasn't on the same page with you, didn't want what you wanted in your life. I feel like it's left you feeling powerless with this Magician in the reverse, like you've stepped out of your power, like you feel like you're not in alignment anymore. I feel like it's left you feeling quite low. I see a lot of disappointment here. Disappointment is, I really feel that in my heart space. Disappointment is so difficult to bear and to experience when we have high hopes for something, when we have when we think that life is going to go a certain way and then it doesn't, or we hope that it will go a certain way and it doesn't. But I just sense that as a result of these experiences that you've been through, and I'm really sorry if this is resonating with you and this is what you've experienced, it's just left you feeling like out of your power, like you feel like you have no control over your life. You feel like life is living you. You feel like you are the like what do I want to say? Like, you're just affected by the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, that quote from Shakespeare. And that you have no control over that, like just life just keeps throwing things at you, or that life has unfolded a certain way and it wasn't what you wanted and you have no control over things. And that is true to a certain extent. We have no control over other people. We can show them our hearts, we can be vulnerable, we can open ourselves up, we can say that we love somebody, but what they do with that is entirely up to them, which can be tough, So I feel like there was some life lessons learned as a result of this. What I'm really hearing though is that the goddess wouldn't make you suffer for no reason. So whatever it is that has happened, can you look for the medicine in this situation? Can you see an expansion in your consciousness? Have you learned anything about people, or about love, or about relationships, or about communication, or about yourself as a result of this heartbreaking, disappointing experience of loss that you went through in the past? And if you feel powerless, I feel like for some of you, you gave your power away to this person. You said, well, it's up to you to make me happy, or my happiness is in your hands. And maybe you forgot about yourself. Maybe you didn't come home to yourself. Maybe you forgot about your own goals and dreams. Maybe you got lost in this situation. But I feel like there's this energy of giving your power away, your magic away. Like you forgot in this connection your own magic, your own specialness, and you gave your power away and said, my happiness is in your hands, rather than owning your own happiness. And we've all been there. It's so easy to do when we get involved in a relationship like this. It's so easy to forget ourselves in this. I get this strong sense that there are some limiting beliefs that you have with this 8 of Swords energy. If this is resonating with you, if this is for you, then you know it will resonate with you. You will be able to understand it. So I feel like there are some limiting beliefs that you have. Maybe it might be helpful for you to reflect on that a little bit. Maybe those beliefs are all the good ones are taken, or all the good ones are married, or there isn't anyone for me, or love is hard to find, or love is painful. Okay, so maybe there's this opportunity to reflect on those limiting beliefs. Even though you're an amazing person, even though you're out there living your life and working towards your goals and dreams, maybe inside you, if you are honest with yourself, if you self-reflect in that way in your quieter moments, there is this belief that is holding you back from a connection. And I see a connection wanting to come in for you, somebody who is already on the periphery of your life, somebody who you are very attracted to, where there is a lot of passion, somebody who is adventurous. You know, maybe they just like to take risks in business, or maybe they like to take risks in life and they're quite adventurous. They like to do outdoor pursuits, they like to get out in nature, somebody who's got a lot of energy, really passionate about life, really positive. What I'm hearing here is a slow burn. This is literally, when I see these cards side by side, the Knight of Pentacles next to the King of Wands, this is literally saying to me, slow burn. This could be somebody who was in your life before, could be somebody who's on the periphery of your life, who you haven't fully connected to yet. Maybe you know them by sight, but you haven't spoken to them. So I see, and this is at the center, as I'm looking out at this spread of your reading. This is important, this is significant to you. So I see a significant connection coming in for you, which is a slow burn, someone who you're very attracted to. But the good thing about this is, because some of you, sometimes people say to me, they get cross when I say things are gonna, that the connection's gonna take a while to build up. I always see it as being really healthy, when things build up in this way, I see it as really healthy, because it means that you're getting to know the real person, and you're building a friendship, and you're building a foundation, and not getting swept up in a whirlwind of kind of hormones, which can be unhelpful. So I see something very healthy coming in. I see something that has long-term potential coming in for you as well. When I see this Knight of Pentacles, it's exciting. So that is available to you, but Spirit is really saying, take the time to reflect on your limiting beliefs, because it's going to make it difficult for this person to come towards you, for their energy to be in your space. I feel like it's going to take a lot of courage for them to maybe come towards you to actually ask you out properly. I think that may be the truth for you in the unfolding and the fullness of time. This is a heart-centered card. This is all about you, your beautiful heart space, your beautiful heart chakra. It's about shining your heart light out brightly. And I feel that when this person comes towards you, you are going to have to, because it is so real, because it is a real connection, it isn't a player, it isn't nonsense, it isn't someone who's going to be in your life for a short amount of time. This is something real. You will be asked to open yourself up again, to be vulnerable. And when we do that, we potentially open ourselves up to these energies, the energies of vulnerability. So that is the nature of truly connecting to somebody. We open ourselves up and we are vulnerable. So Spirit is really saying, in order to connect with this person, in order for them to come back into your life, you will have to I was going to say accept, but it sounds a little bit too strong. Understand that you need to open your heart again. But there is going to be this opportunity. This is a beautiful card of love and the heart. I love it so much. And again, there's this infinity symbol that she wears as a crown in this imagery. Long-term potential, this is what I'm seeing. I feel like this person's going to bring a big shift in your thinking. This person who's coming in for you, this slow burn, and I just saw 1111, which I think is really powerful, especially with the Hanged Man. I think what it is that they have to offer really helps you to shift into a different bandwidth, into a different way of thinking about things, into a different way of being in relationships. So maybe if relationships to you have felt a lot like powerlessness or loss, or things being hard work or longing, you know, love isn't longing, love is coming home. And I think you're going to have this realization. I feel like things are going to, once they get going and they truly come towards you, things are going to move really quickly for you. This is a card of success. This is a card of moving forwards. Maybe you have to move to be with this person. Maybe they have to move to be with you in physical locations. Can indicate a little bit of physical distance between you both, which has to be traversed. But this is a card of success. This is the outcome of your reading. This speaks of a successful relationship coming in for you, and it moving quite quickly. So maybe you'll move from friends to a relationship, from a relationship to moving in together, or however it is that you want to, that resonates for you, that feels good to you in a relationship. It's going to be quite fast moving. I think when you recognize each other, it's going to be all in. This is a card of being all in, just like, yes, we are both all in this, and it's going to move fast. Now, I hear you saying, well, when is this going to happen to me, Claire? Tell me when. I feel like it's going to come when the time is right. So it's going to come as a result of this shift in consciousness. It's going to come as a result of you shifting those negative beliefs, and then it will come into you immediately. So quickly, life can change so quickly, but it's always an inner change. People are like, what's going to happen? When is it going to happen to me? This thing out there. There is no out there. It's all in here. It's all our own vibration. All this out there is just a reflection of what's going on in our minds and in our vibration. So it will come into you when the time is right. It will come in right alignment for you. This is a special person with long-term potential who you will feel very attracted to. And I feel like this shift in perception is going from this feeling of longing, of love being crumbs, to love feeling happy and successful and abundant, and it moving quite fast, and your life changing quite quickly, quite rapidly, you know, that can be a little bit stressful sometimes. Let's take a look at your oracle cards. Okay, we have the card A Leg Up. This is a card 34, which is a 7. We have the card Truth. We have the card Pillar of Light. And we have the card Love Is All Around You, which is a 16, which also boils down to a 7. So the number 34 may be relevant to you. 16 may be significant to you, but they both boil down to a 7. And your outcome of your reading is the Chariot, which is also a 7. So 777. Okay, that's indicated here. If you're into your angel numbers or synchronicities, that's what's indicated here. So with this card Truth, what I'm sensing is that Spirit is really saying, just be yourself. Okay, you do not need to earn love. You do not need to walk the tightrope of approval. You do not need to be any different to how you really are. This is truth. This is be your truth. Doesn't matter what the media says about what you have to look like, or all of this nonsense, or how you have to behave, or the ultimate thing with connecting to somebody is be yourself, and then the real person who is right for you will be in alignment with you, rather than the wrong person trying to. Then we attract, if we're not being authentic, then we attract the wrong people into our lives, because we're giving a perception that we're something, that we're different than we are, and then we find that we're not a match with someone. So Spirit is saying, be yourself, and this lovely slow burn relationship will come in for you. Pillar of Light, it says your vibration is rising. Exactly what we were talking about with having this realization. I see you getting into more positive energy. So much positivity here for you. That feeling really good, and that making you much more attractive to things, rather than being like, oh my gosh, everything's so sad. I feel sad in my heart. I see a shift happening for you, and you're just feeling more bubbly, more bouncy, more happy. Just like, yes, life is brilliant. I feel great to be alive. And that sort of calling somebody into your life who really floats your boat. Okay, I've got a couple of messages here. We have the card A Leg Up. This has got a picture of a little polar bear with a mini polar bear, always a baby polar bear really, climbing up onto mummy's back. So this is just saying maybe you need a little bit of support. Maybe you need a little bit of help. Maybe you need to talk things through with a trusted friend. Maybe you need to invest in yourself and talk to somebody to get some help in your situation. If you've got things from the past which are weighing down on you, in order to move forward, in order for you to have this breakthrough, which leads to success in love for you. It may also be that a friend helps you out. So if a friend offers to set you up with somebody, there's just this indication of being helped. So maybe you need a little bit of support in your life. Maybe you need a little bit more self-care. Maybe you need to accept an invitation from a friend to be set up on a blind date or something. But say yes to that, because that is indicated here. And we have the card Love Is All Around You. From the beautiful Whispers of Love Oracle deck, this is just saying, look for love everywhere. Love is the only reality. Everything else is just an illusion. So what can you do? Spirit's really saying, only do this if it resonates with you, but Spirit's really saying, can you go through this day and look for love in things? The loving expression of Gaia, our world, or the love that we share with humanity. Maybe you can see somebody helping out an elderly person. This is a loving gesture. Maybe you can see a daisy growing through a crack in a pavement. This is the love of Mother Earth for us, bringing her abundance. And the more that we look for love, the more that we resonate with it, the more our heart chakras open. And be open as well. Open yourself up. Can you just like open your throat chakra, open your heart chakra, open yourself up like this, with this posture of openness? Because like sometimes I'm just like, I see people walking around and we're so like this, aren't we? We're so hunched over and small, and we make ourselves small, and I'm just like, gosh, how, you know, we have our heads down. How are we going to let it in? How are we going to let all this goodness into our lives when we're like that? So let that love in and look for love all around you, and it will just help you to shine more love out into the world, and as a result, love will come to you effortlessly. all right? That's everything that I have for you in this reading. Thank you so much for sharing your time and your beautiful energy with me today. Share your experiences with me, share this video, however it resonates, and if you feel called to, please check out my beautiful book, which I have written from the heart, Attract Soulmate Love for Coming into Right Alignment with Your True Soulmate, Your Beloved. People have been writing to me every single day with beautiful stories which touch my heart about transformation in their life and just them coming into union and all kinds of things. So yes, do check that out if it resonates with you. It's linked in the description box. But have an amazing week. You are always in my thoughts. I'm sending you lots and lots of love, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye-bye. Welcome to your reading, everyone who picked group number 3. This is your reading. I'm going to take a look at the energies in the cards, see what's blocking love for you and what love has in store for you in the future. Very quickly, I just want to thank my Lumies, everyone who has liked, subscribed and shared, or just taken part in this community, supported me, supported each other. It's really beautiful, and I love connecting with people all over the world. I think it is, I really treasure it. I think it's really special that we can come from such diverse backgrounds and cultures and yet be so similar in our hearts. So I think that is really nice. It's a really beautiful community that we have created here. And also I just want to thank everyone who has donated through the energetic exchange. It's very sweet of you. I'm really humbled by that. Thank you so much for showing me your kindness in that way. All right, on with this. Tarot cards first today for you, and oracle cards a little bit later. All right, opening the reading with 9 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, the World, beautiful Page of Cups, Ace of Cups, High Priestess. You know I love to see a High Priestess in a reading, King of Cups, 3 of Wands, 9 of Wands. So there is a lot of love represented in this reading, but let's talk about it. This is funny. The reason I'm laughing, look at this. What I'm hearing is that you guys in group number 3 are really feeling like being single is a nightmare, right? I don't know how this is resonating with you. Maybe you're just like, if I have to date another person that I don't resonate, or another jerk, or if I have to put up with more of this online dating nonsense, there's just something about being single which is just a nightmare for you. If you have to, maybe it's just like, gosh, if I have to answer any more questions from my parents about why I'm still single, or blah blah blah, right? There's just this energy of being single is a nightmare for me. There's also, I'm picking up that like a lot of you have done like amazing work on yourself. You're putting effort into yourself. You're starting to see success. You're on the path of achieving your goals. You've been putting energy into yourself. That is a powerful dynamite thing for you to do. You're working towards your goals. You're going to see some success with that. But some of you are a little bit like, well, I've done all this self-care. Where is my person? I've done all this investing in myself and learning about myself. Where is my person? So you're feeling a little bit like that. But the fact is, we don't do these self-care things. We don't invest in ourselves in this way to get an outcome so that like finally we're lovable. We do it, there is no end game with it. We just do it for ourselves, just to raise our vibration, just to be in the flow, just for our own spiritual expansion. So remember, if you are working towards these things, you're doing it for you. You're not doing it to impress Mr. or Mrs. Right when they come along. You're not doing it for your parents. You're not doing it because you're hoping that that will be the key that unlocks this situation. You have to just do it for you. This is what Spirit is saying. So I feel like there's something here that has been a little bit of a nightmare. I do see that you've invested in yourself. You are on the road to success in your goals in your life, which I think is really powerful. And you are achieving things. It may be the case that you're starting to make quite a lot of money, or you're starting to see some of the fruits of your labor, some of your success in your life. And that in that way you're just like, well, this is going quite well. I know which direction I'm going in. I feel quite self-assured about what it is that I'm doing. I feel like you've kind of got your stuff together a little bit, and maybe that wasn't the case in the past. You know, maybe you have turned over a new leaf. Maybe you are in slightly better circumstances, or you're working towards those better circumstances. Like, your life is looking rosy, your life is looking a lot better. You're just like, I have got so much to offer somebody. Look at me, I've got my beautiful heart radiating love. You know, I take care of myself, I do my physical fitness, I eat my super healthy diet, I'm interesting, I'm going places, I've got goals. Where is my special person? So this is what I'm picking up on, just like, you know, you've got a lot going on for you. Maybe you see other people, and not in a mean way, you're a little bit like, wow, they've got somebody, and I'm just putting like 110% into my life, and just like, you don't need to try any harder, is what I'm hearing. Because sometimes we do that. There's a balance, isn't there, between loving ourselves and pushing ourselves. So maybe there's a little balance to be found there. Maybe you need to take your foot off the gas a little bit. And maybe for some of you, if you're making finding a partner a quest, like, right, this is my goal, I'm on it, I'm manifesting it, I've got a vision board, I'm going on the online dating, I'm saying yes to every date. If that is resonating with you, and this is only a message for some of you, it may be the case that, what am I seeing? Just like, let go a little bit, let go, stop pursuing that as a goal, because you may be stopping your good from coming in. By not letting things flow naturally. So Spirit is really saying, let things flow naturally. Maybe instead of just being like, okay, I'm going to do this, you can just follow your heart and do what feels lovely to you. And in that loveliness will be your person. Because I see the world. The world is your oyster. This is beautiful energy here, and it is a cycle of change. That is coming in. So you are cycling out of this nightmare, single, pushing, forcing energy. I really feel like you can't understand why you're single, and then also a lot of your friends can't understand why you're single, or your parents can't understand why you're single. There's a lot of this, why are they single energy here. But this is not permanent. You are cycling out of this into a beautiful new dawn, into a beautiful new situation. Okay, this is expansive energy, so I see things expanding for you in your love life, and what you are expanding into is this incredible energy. So we have, just to remind you, Page of Cups, Ace of Cups, which is right at the center of your reading as I'm looking at it, and the beautiful High Priestess. This is saying to me that there is somebody who has got a big crush on you, and they are keeping their feelings a secret, and you have got no idea about this. There's someone who's got their eye on you, and you've got no idea about it. They are not on your radar. You haven't noticed them. They're not in your conscious awareness at all. And it's because you are vibrating at a different frequency. You are on a different level right now. You can't come into alignment with this person. But there is somebody here who has a crush on you, who has strong real feelings, and is available for a real, true love. Beautiful Ace of Cups at the center of your reading. Love is coming in for you. You are cycling out of this singledom and into love. This is what I'm seeing. I love the Ace of Cups, because it sort of also says, yeah, I'm just gonna leave that past stuff behind me now. Like, it's an evolution, is what I'm hearing with this World card. You're getting to evolve, like a personal evolution, into higher, this is a high vibrational card, higher frequency loving energies. So nice. But this person is keeping their feelings a secret. This is hidden from you. It may be that your person, your beloved, the divine selection, the one who has been chosen for you by universal intelligence, is currently hidden from you. When we're not quite in alignment, when we're not ready, gosh, I'm getting a strong message now, that when we're not ready, that person is hidden from us because they can't come into our life if we're not ready, because then we end up in an unhealthy pattern or a toxic pattern, or we become ships that pass in the night. It's just a situation where it hasn't quite worked. So this is really saying Spirit is protecting you, Spirit is looking after you, and Spirit will bring this love to you, this offer of love in right alignment at the right time. So I think that is quite powerful. There's something else that I'm picking up on. I might have to come back to it, but I just feel this is the thing that I'm feeling, is that your love is hidden from you. And so this is why you're feeling like, why am I single when my life is going so well, when I'm doing all the right things, I'm reading the books, I'm working on myself, I'm going to the gym. Why am I still single? It's because it's not the right time for you to meet your person yet. It's not the right time for you to meet your person yet. And in the fullness of time, when the cycle will be revealed, when the right time is. And when you meet this person, you'll be like, I'm so glad I didn't meet you 6 months ago, because I just wasn't in that headspace, or I wasn't quite ready for a relationship, or maybe they weren't quite ready for a relationship because they were coming out of something else. There is someone who is perfect for you, and you have to come into a right alignment at the right time. And the universe is hiding that person from you right now. So you can't even see them. They may be in your life and you won't be able to sort of see them psycho-spiritually, because it's just not the right time. But the person who's coming into your life is a King of Cups, regardless of gender. I just saw 1111. Right. The person who's coming to your life is a King of Cups. Now, King of Cups energy, you're looking at somebody who is an excellent friend, who is a brilliant listener to you. When you talk to them about your life, you are going to feel truly heard, truly listened to, truly seen. This is a soul connection. King of Cups is an old soul. This is someone who isn't materialistic. This is somebody who understands the true meaning of life. This is somebody who likes children, would really like to have a family if they don't have one already. If that is something you would like to manifest. This is the sort of person, this is someone who's really emotionally mature. This is somebody who wants a real relationship. This is someone who is creative. They may be a writer, they may be an artist, a graphic designer, an architect, somebody who's got sort of, they may be a musician, something spiritual, they may be in spirituality, they may be a healer, something like this. They could even be a doctor, which sounds very scientific, but they have this beautiful healing energy where, like, everything that they do comes from this authentic self-expression, and they want to connect to whoever it is that they meet, the person who's selling them the coffee, the person that they deal with in their business, their accountant, whatever it is. Whoever they meet them where they're at. This is an amazing person. And then there's this energy of waiting with this Three of Wands. I feel like this person will travel to you from a distance, maybe a different city, maybe even overseas. But it's just like that which you are seeking is also seeking you, is what I'm hearing. Just like you're both looking for one another, you're both searching for one another, but you've been hidden from one another by the universe for a reason. For a reason right now. So I feel like this person is going to travel to you. Maybe it's just that they're traveling to you spiritually, like it's all just got to travel and come into alignment, come into energetic alignment so that you can be together. But Spirit is saying be patient. This is a card of patience. I feel like this connection, when it does come in for you, may be a little bit triggering for you. Because when we are offered real love rather than just a fling or just nonsense, when you see someone you just think, yes, this is a life partner, it's a bit heavy, it's heavier, it has more gravity to it, and that can be a little bit triggering in that situation. It can make us a little bit defensive. Perhaps we put up a heart wall, perhaps we retreat into our old patterns even though we've learned so much. Perhaps we have propensity to self-sabotage when we are faced with that, not just generally, just when we are faced with this. What I'm hearing here is this is someone really real. It's like a real offer. A beautiful person who's ready for a real relationship, who wants to offer you real love. Ace of Cups. You know, we've got a king and a queen represented in here. Earth and water, a lovely balance of things. So that's the yin and the yang, regardless of gender. It's, you know, we need the yin and the yang for there to be pull and attraction. And we all express both energies. So, yeah, I think that is why you haven't experienced love yet. I feel like, although you've got it all going on, this is a really special person who is waiting in the wings for you, and there is a reason which is, you know, bigger than we can understand at this time, where they're not coming into your life now, and the universe is asking you to trust that this beautiful King of Cups is out there for you, who is looking out to the horizon, wondering where you are in the same way that you are wondering where they are. It's like, so it's just soulmates. It's just like two souls searching for each other. I feel like you were together in a past life, or even many past lives, and now you are waiting for one another, and you are looking for one another, like scanning the crowds for them. I don't know how to describe it. It's like you're searching for somebody that you lost in a past life, or that you missed that opportunity. And this is such an intense message. Like a missed opportunity in a past life, and now you are looking for one another to be together in this life. And this is maybe why you're single, because God or the universe, however you resonate with it, is keeping you single, because otherwise you will miss out and you will just pass each other by, just like what happened in those other lives. If that is something that resonates with you, obviously it's only your message if it resonates with you, but this is what I'm getting from Spirit. This is what I'm getting from Spirit. So you don't need to be frightened. You don't need to worry that you're always going to be on your own, or that there's no one for you, because there is this beautiful King of Cups for you, and this person will be in your life in divine timing, which is not our timing. Let's be real. So I think you're doing the right thing, investing in yourself, working towards your goals, doing all these things. And in doing so, you will meet that person. This is getting really long. I'm going to quickly look at these oracle cards. It says, share your voice, come out of the cave. This is really saying, don't be afraid. You can speak your authentic truth. Also, if you've been in the cave a little bit, if you've been holding yourself back, you know, really say yes to invitations and get out into the world. It says, look to your inner strength. This is just all about, this isn't like about, oh gosh, I've got to be really tough. This is just like about being grounded. Queen of Pentacles, getting grounded, growing those strong roots down into the earth, so that you are not swayed by other people's opinions or by situations, so that you just feel solid in yourself and centered and calm. We have fork in the road. This indicates this turn of events that I was talking about, this change where your life will change on a sixpence or change on a dime if you are in America, and that things are changing for you. So, you know, your life is going in a new direction. When you meet this person, your life will go in a new direction in the most positive and beautiful way. And we also have the card Ambition. May I offer all my deepest longings to love itself, you know, to the universe, and invite the divine plan beyond the mind's imagining. Right? Exactly what we were talking about. We want things one way, our ego wants things one way, but there is a divine plan. And when you trust in that, then things are going to work out in a way that is magical. So often we stop the magic in our life by trying to control everything, because control looks like certainty. Whereas if we just give it up and just flow with it and just be like, if it comes, let it come. If it goes, let it go. Then we find that absolute magic happens. You're just in the right place at the right time. All right, thank you so much for sharing your time and your energy with me in this extended reading today. It's been my honor to read your cards as always. If you feel called to, please check out my beautiful book, Attract Soulmate Love. So for coming into right alignment with your soulmate, with the divine selection, you may find that interesting. All the links are in the description box, along with all the links to my guided meditations and affirmations to help to raise your vibration and dissolve any blocks that you have towards love and prosperity. But have an amazing week. You're always in my thoughts. I'm sending you lots and lots of love, and I hope to see you again soon here on Lumiere. Take care now. Bye bye.